Did you know that one of the chief complaints about anyone wanting to start a stockpile is not even necessarily getting started with the money? Because we all know that we could start small with $2 or $5 or just a can. What people many times complain about is, well, where, oh, where am I going to put this stuff? Hey, this is Jan from New York City. I love to help people keep some more of your own hard earned money. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hope everyone is doing well today. I want to talk to you today about three common sense basic approaches to storage in your stockpile. Number one, no matter where you live, whether it's a home, a house, or an apartment, and you're very tough on space. I get that. I do understand. Believe you me, the best approach is number one to clear out a dedicated space to do this. Now, what do I mean by dedicated space? Don't let it be a mishmash of incomplete stockpiling here, there, and everywhere, because you'll go crazy just trying to find everything. And the last thing that you want to do is increase the stress in your life. In fact, having a stockpile of groceries, can I tell you a secret? It increases your peace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm feeling better again about that. My stockpile is, getting rebuilt little by little, not an avalanche, maybe a little bit between a snowflake and a snowfall. It all depends. But I'm making it a point again to be more conscientious. I was using it, and that's what it's there for. And it served its purpose. But there are times when you just have to replenish, and that is precisely the mission that I've been on. And every time, in the next few weeks or so, whenever I increase my stockpile, I will make a video to show you guys an update. Hopefully, is an inspiration to you. But most people complain not about the $2 or $5 to get started, although in some cases it could be the case. I'm not saying I'm ruling that out. But you want to know what most people complain about? The confusion of figuring out where to put the stuff. I get that. I totally get that. I briefly mentioned the other day, one of my best friends, unfortunately, she's no longer. She was like a sister to me. She was amazing, 16 years older than me. She and her husband were like really, really close friends. We were all like family, just an amazing thing. He's gone too. Missed them both terribly. But to honor the wisdom of my friend to always think ahead of time. She might have been a little bit overboard, but you know what? She always had stuff. She never had to worry about a blizzard. That's for sure. And she managed to do this, mind you, in a co-op in Queens, New York. Just saying, just saying. So you could do that. She turned one room, like literally the entire room became her stockpile. And I miss you dearly. If you can hear me, and my hope it is that you can, I miss you. So listen, I came across a couple of tips in my little bit of research that make way too much sense. Now, this keep in mind, I'm still in between being in kindergarten and second grade with the stockpiling business. All right, just a regular person trying like anyone else trying in the beginning. But one of these tips really made a ton of sense. You know what that was? This person mentioned, and not on the video, this person mentioned somewhere in an article to take, those soda boxes where the soda cans are lined up, and then you take one can out and you could easily get another can. This is what you can do. Take those soda can boxes. If you don't want to look at the cover, what you can do is cut it out in such a way and you could cover it if it annoys you to look at the brand of the box, whatever. But who cares? To put your canned soups in. This way you're not lining them up tall, okay? So that was one thing. And the person also mentioned that they have a method of which they put three canned items stacked in the back, then two cans in front of that stacked on top of each other, and one can up front. Why? That way, that person or anyone can easily identify the cans that they are utilizing. I thought that was really, really good. Someone else, now this, I don't know, this to me is debatable. this method, okay? I personally, I don't know. One person recommended using the top of the refrigerator. Generally speaking, aren't tops of refrigerators on the warm or hot side? So I could never foresee putting, like, let's say, food items on top of that. That's just my opinion. But that was someone else, not the same one with that article. Oh, and another thing that people in general, this is really true. People in general underutilize the space in their vanity, the sink's vanity. So underneath the sink, okay. I mean, many people they're afraid to open up what it looks like underneath their sink because it is a mishmash array of goodness knows where and goodness knows what. Just saying, just saying. A lot of people, for whatever the reason, forget to utilize that area. So if you live in an apartment and you're short of space, check underneath your sink and measure how much space you do have there and utilize it. There's another tip or trick. Someone else had mentioned about covering boxes to match the color of your, pretty sticky paper, the color of your kitchen or your storage area or wherever you're going to put your items. And a lot of people, again, they utilize underneath their bed, underneath the table. If you have a utility table, let's say you have a 4 foot or 6 foot utility table, that is a lot of space. That is a lot of space. All you have to do is get a pretty covering for that table. Suppose you hardly use it. Just put that table on the side. There is a ton of space under a utility table. You could stack up stack boxes, whatever. You have ways to figure it out, whatever way works best for you. Also, working with canned goods. Now, this tip came from Rhoda Stone's channel, I don't know, a few months back on one of her videos. I'll try to find it. I'll link it up in the description or the comment section below. And Rhoda Stone narrows it down to keeping a lot of canned goods to avoid food waste. And I, totally agree with that, Rhoda. So you may want to check out that video. And then there are other videos that are dedicated, in general to small storage space. But many times people think, now I also read somewhere where like bags of potato chips, for example, they take up a lot of space. This is amazing, something so lightweight. It's such an awkward packaging. And that's another trick. If you have packaging that is awkward, that takes up a lot of real estate, so to speak, it would be a great idea to empty out those packagings and put them in good plastic containers with, good tops. Like, for example, awkward cereal boxes. Now, speaking of cereal boxes, that's one of those items. If you stock up on cereal, stack your boxes like with them flat, put it flat down, not standalone straight up, flatten it down, not flatten it, but turn it that it is flat. And then you stack it that way. It's hard to describe that. Just saying, just saying. Hey, maybe I need more of that 15-cent coffee. I'm still happy about the win that I got of that instant coffee because, first of all, me utilizing instant coffee in the first place is an incredible win, right? That's already a huge win. To multiply that by the 4 that I got recently, and I look forward to maybe picking up maybe 2 more in my next haul. It all depends on the prices. If I see that price is the same, sounds like another 4 to me, possibly. Just saying, just saying. This is how you do it. So super excited, super stoked. Rather be prepared than unprepared. Who was the one? Someone had written a comment. I don't remember exactly the commenter. I think the person said 1 equals none, 2 equals 1. And I forgot the rest of it, but I'll tell you, that formula does make sense when it comes to stockpiling groceries. Have an amazing day, everybody, and take good care. Bye-bye.